Hey guys, welcome to day 16 of the Embrace Your Light aerial yoga series. Today, you will focus on the sensation of connection. I want you to notice what feeling connected means for you. I hold a belief that when you are doing internal work, all roads lead to Rome. This means it doesn't matter what comes up when you turn your intention inwards, because everything is connected and will lead you home. Today, you'll focus on expanding your sensation of connection until it encompasses everyone and everything. Let's begin class. Today, you'll get started in your seat in front of the hammock, and you're going to close down your eyes and start to set your intention. So closing the eyes or softening your gaze. Start to take that big breath in and then sigh it out. Start to feel yourself arrive in your body and into your space. Take another big breath in, fill up. Hold at the top. Can you sip in just a little bit more air? And then release, let go. Start to notice what connection feels like in your body. Notice what it looks like in your mind's eye. What is connection? What color is it? What texture is it? Where do you feel it in your body when you start to think about connection? In the heart, in the hips, in the head. Take a big breath in, fill up. Let something go as you exhale. What do you need to feel more connected? Start to form an intention that could be focusing on the sensation of connection, coming back to the word I connect, or maybe it's an I am statement. Forming that intention now. As you take your next inhale, start to float and reach those fingertips up to the sky, reaching those hands up to the sky, gather what you need. Big breath in, and then as you exhale, palms touch, thumbs draw down to heart center. Draw that intention down into your body. Take one more big breath in, filling up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, push that air down through your body and into the soles of your feet. So it is, setting it like stone. You can keep your eyes closed if you would like to, listening to my voice. Getting your right hand, making a fist, preparing for your Pranayama, Nadi, Shodhana, Pranayama, your breathwork. Left hand on your knee, right fists. Extend your right thumb and your pinky finger and your peace fingers. Bring those peace fingers to your third eye, to your forehead. And take a preparatory breath. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Clearing it out. You're going to close your right nostril with your thumb. Take an inhale through the left nostril. When you get to the top, close both nostrils. Hold. Release your right nostril and breathe out. Breathe in to your right nostril. Close and hold at the top. Breathe out of your left nostril. That's your first round, taking 4 more. Breathe into your left. Close and hold at the top. Breathe out of the right. Breathe into your right. Close and hold. Breathe out of the left. Breathe into the left. Close and hold. Breathe out of the right. Breathe into your right. Close and hold. Breathe out of the left. Breathe into the left. Close and hold. Breathe out of your right. Breathe into your right. Close and hold. Breathe out of your left. Last round, breathe into your left. Close and hold. Breathe out of your right. Breathe into your right. Close and hold. Breathe out of your left. Bring your hand down to your knee, keeping both eyes closed or soft. Starting to notice the sensation in your body. Take a big breath in, fill up. Come back to your intention as you exhale. I am connected, feeling into that connection. Start to blink your eyes open, give me a smile, and let's get started. You're gonna come down onto your back today. So rolling on down, moving the hammock out of the way. As you come down onto your back, you're gonna bring your knees inside of the fabric. So feet come through the center and bring the knees into the chest, hugging the hammock with the back of the knees. And you're going to hug your knees or hold onto the hammock and take a little rock from side to side. And you might even take a little circle through the knees, massage your lower back into the ground. If you're circling the knees, start to move that circle in the opposite direction. Noticing how every movement that you make is a connected movement. Everything has to move in order for everything else to move. Start to make some circles through the ankles. So draw some circles with your big toes in one direction and then the other. Maybe you take opposite circles with both feet. And you might even point and flex the toes, waking up the bottoms of the feet and the ankles. And coming back to center, you're going to bring your knees or your feet down onto the ground. So the knees rest inside of the fabric. You're going to extend your left leg up to the sky, and then you're going to bring that left knee across your body, bending the leg until you come into a gentle spinal twist. Bring the arms out wide to a T. You might even bring your right hand on top of your left knee just to help twist and give it a little bit of weight towards the ground. Notice if your left shoulder is against the ground. Take a big breath in, breathing into the belly. As you exhale, relax a little more. You might look over that opposite shoulder. Start to bring your hips back onto the ground. You're going to extend that the left leg up. Grab onto your left foot with your left hand, coming through for a half happy baby. So you're going to press your knee down underneath your armpit towards the ground. And noticing sensation here as you open up through the hip. For a deeper stretch, optional here, you might start to extend that left leg, keeping the hand holding onto the leg. Maybe you extend the leg. Take a big breath in. Let go and relax something as you exhale. Starting to release your leg, tuck your knee into your chest, bring the foot back through the center, coming through for the other side. Your right knee pulls into the chest and then comes across the body. Maybe you bring your left hand on top of your right knee as you come into that gentle spinal twist. You might look over your opposite shoulder and take a big breath in and a long breath out. Gently bring the hips back down onto the ground. Extend that right leg up, flex the toes. Grabbing your foot with your hand, bending the knee. Coming through for a half happy baby. So pressing that right knee down towards the ground underneath the armpit, flexing the heel, flex the toes. Staying here if this feels good for your body. If you would like a deeper stretch, you might start to extend the right leg as you keep hanging onto the foot. You can keep that right knee bent. Take one more big breath in. Let something go and relax as you exhale. Start to rebend the leg and bring it through the center of the hammock. You're going to grab onto the hammock, so start to curl your chin into your chest, your knees into your chest as well, coming into a little ball. Grab up as high as you can onto the hammock. You're going to pull yourself up into a seat and then pull yourself up, so grabbing up high onto the hammock, and we'll lift up the hips so you can come underneath the plumb line. And then you're going to move the hammock underneath your feet. So it's going to come all the way underneath the feet. Whoop. You're going to bend the knees out wide, soles of the feet together. Stay here for a breath, grabbing onto the hammock and start to fold over. So chin into the chest, crown of the head sinks towards the feet or towards the ground. You might take a little rock of the chin from side to side, releasing any tension from the neck and the shoulders. Maybe even rolling one shoulder at a time. Find some movement here that serves your body. And then starting to look up to the hammock, looking to the front. Grab up as high as you can onto the fabric. You're going to keep that diamond shape in the legs. Pull yourself up until your hips meet the hammock. So pulling up until the hips meet the hammock. Reach up higher with your hands. So noticing here that your heels stay underneath your sit bones or underneath your glute, and you're pressing the hips into the hammock strongly. You're going to bring one arm or elbow through the center of the hammock at a time. So one elbow through, press away to create some space, and then press the opposite shoulder through. Staying here, I'm going to turn myself around back to the front. Okay. All right, so we're here with a high hand grip. The shoulders are on the front. One hand at a time can release. Noticing if you feel really crunched up in your hips. Notice if your sit bones are really far down. So notice if those feet are kind of pointing out in front of you. See if you can get those toes by pulling up to come underneath you and almost point to the back of your space. So like a little bumblebee, you get a little stinger behind you, not underneath. And you're pressing strongly the hips into the hammock. If this feels okay, if this feels like enough on your body, you're going to stay here. If you would like a deeper stretch, I'm going to spin myself around again to face you. Stay here, little swivel, stay. Okay, so you're going to come and stay here if this feels like a lot of sensation. If you feel okay, maybe you release one hand at a time down to the ground. So grab up with one hand, other hand's gonna reach on down towards the ground and keep that stinger, that little bumblebee stinger back behind you, pointing the toes to the back of your space. So still pushing the ankles up. So really using the glutes to lift the feet. Both hands are on the ground and you can stay here. Otherwise, you're going to come into a full inversion and keep the hands where they are as you press the shoulders down towards the ground. Let the head come all the way down. Maybe it even reaches the ground. Noticing a big breath in, a long breath out. Start to notice a little sway sway in your hips, sway this back and forth. Like little bumblebees, very happy. He's found a flower. Birds and the bees connect us all. One more big breath in. Long breath out, come back to center. You're going to bring your shoulders over the wrists. Scoop your little bumblebee stinger in towards you. You're going to reach up one hand at a time to reach onto the hammock. Noticing if you can bring the shoulders to the front side first before coming through the center, so both hands can grip up. And you'll bring your shoulders to the back side, and then you'll bring your sit bones down onto the ground. All the way to the front, little spinner, swivel, all the way to the front. So back to where you started. You're then going to stretch your legs out, bring them underneath so the heels are going to pop over the front of the hammock. You might scooch forward a little bit so that you can lay on down, back onto the ground. Arms are nice and wide. Okay, so we're coming into a little foot wrap here. So you're going to bring your feet out wide and over the hips. And then one foot at a time, the toes can help the opposite foot. You're gonna tuck the hammock underneath your heel. And then the feet come through the center. This is like a little front hand grip almost for the feet. And then relax the feet through the center, sliding the feet down together. It's creating a little wrap between or over your ankles. And let's take a little sway here. So sway the feet back and forth. Again, massaging the lower back against the ground. Just did a lot of work, pressing the little bumblebees stinger up. Long breath in, long breath out. Come back to center, slow those swings. You're gonna point your toes, bring your hands beside your body, palms face down. Bring the shoulders away from the ears and nice long neck. Start to curl your spine. So peel the spine, smoosh the lower back into the ground, and then peel the spine up into a bridge variation. Squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, press the ankles down into the hammock. Notice if you're pressing into the knee joints, bring a little soft bend into them. So you're pressing strongly down with your muscles. And then you're peeling the spine back down onto the ground. You're gonna do that 2 more times. So strongly start to smush the lower back into the ground and then peel the spine up, squeeze the glutes as you lift your hips. Take a big breath in at the top. Can you lift the hips up just a little bit higher? And then slowly descend to the hips, rolling the spine back down onto the ground. 1 more time, smush your lower back into the ground, then peel the spine up and away. Peel, 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 lift those hips, squeeze those glutes. And then lower back down onto the ground. Beautiful. You're going to bring the knees into the chest. You're going to tuck into a little ball. So the elbows are going to tuck in and take a little rock back. So the knees sort of rock back so you lift up the hips. And then you're going to roll all the way up into a high boat. Roll it back and then roll it forward. Notice if you need to scooch back just a little bit. So the feet will need to come underneath the plumb line more if you feel like the feet are really high when you get into your high boat. So again, rocking up into a ball, back, and then high boat. Back, straight legs, arms shoot in front. Rock it back, high boat. Take 2 more just like this. Massaging the entire length of the spine, smoothing that roll out. Take 1 more. For good luck. Meeting in a high boat, beautiful. Grabbing onto the hammock as high as you can. Your knees are going to come through the center and you're going to lift yourself up into the hammock. So pulling up, knees come through, and then the shoulders land onto that front side. So you're like a little kneeling position with the foot wrap. If the foot wrap's feeling a little funky, you're not going to be here for very long. You're going to reach on up as high as you can go. And then you're going to bring your shoulders to the front. Continue squeezing through the glutes. Maybe you find a little extension here. You don't have to extend all the way, but you're going to press your feet out behind you as you push forward through the hips and keep the glutes really tight to protect your lower back. Start to slide the hands down. The knees are going to come onto the ground to stop the spinning. And then 1 hand at a time comes down onto the ground. Use that core to control all the way down. Release the feet from the hammock. Bring the hands underneath the forehead, stacked on top of each other, and take 2 big breaths here. Big inhale, long exhale, 1 more big inhale, and a long exhale. When you're ready, come up into your seat, pressing yourself up. Give me a smile, you made it. End of class. Bring your thumbs together at heart center. Closing down the eyes or bring a soft gaze. Take a big breath into the crown of your head. And as you exhale, push that air down through the soles of your feet into the earth. Bow your chin into your heart, your mind to your heart. Acknowledge your kind, wise heart full of that deeper wisdom within you. Feel connected to that place inside, to each other and to yourself. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you guys so much for being here with me for day 16. I appreciate you've made it this far, that you've done today's class with me. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure that you hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so that you get notified when I release new aerial yoga videos. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 17. Until then, have a wonderful day. Bye guys.